I'm always amazed at the questions that people write in to ask, and one of the questions that came in was, is asbestos really dangerous? Now, they spelled asbestos horribly wrong with a whole bunch of extra S's and a whole bunch of other things, so I don't know whether they were being serious or whether they had asbestos in their ceilings. But yes, asbestos is really dangerous. Asbestos was used in a lot of things. It's not used in a lot of things today. But asbestos is an amazing insulator and sound deadener. And so it was used in a lot of those popcorn ceilings because it's fire retardant, it doesn't burn. It basically kills all the sound that goes through it because it's so dense. And it's an amazing insulator in that it just blocks heat. In fact, I have a pair of asbestos gloves that I use when I'm working with welding stuff. And I use those still, and I know that there is a risk from using them, but I only use them maybe 3 hours a year. So I don't view the risk as being so bad compared to getting some of the new gloves that don't have asbestos in them and don't quite work as well. But if you have asbestos in your ceiling or asbestos in your airways, asbestos is very, very bad and causes lung cancer. And that's because asbestos is made up of these very, very fine spun fibers. And when they get lodged in your lungs, you can't get them out. So your lungs build skin and lung tissue around the asbestos fibers. And so you end up with these things that are very like cancer and are actually labeled as cancer, but these little nodules in your lungs. And that's what mesothelioma is. So yes, asbestos is really, really dangerous. Don't use asbestos, even though I use it for my gloves. But asbestos is bad. If you have anything that's labeled asbestos, you shouldn't use it. If you're at one of the places, like some of the churches got exceptions, so they'll have these signs on the outside that say, asbestos has been found on premises, and, you know, that's the warning. And I would say that you probably shouldn't